Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Biafran Golden Child. Thank you.
Yes, this message for this morning is quite intense. It's a very clear and very profound message. Yes, because none other than, a Muslim leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has come out vigorously and vociferously, complain about his ill treatment within the Nigerian judicial system. Yes, he has come out to say, that the prison charges against him, that he can never be tried before a shrine of injustice. Kanu has said, I can't be tried before a shrine of injustice. Kanu told Justice Binta Nyako. Yes, if you all remember, the 10th of February, yesterday, uh, the uh, 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 the federal the chief judge, assigned Mazen Namdekanu's case once again to Justice Binta Nyako, who had initially recused herself from the case way back, you know, and he, she was again given the case, and instantly Mazen Namdekanu was summoned to appear before the Abuja High Court on February 10th, 2025. Of course, during that hearing, Mazen Namdekanu made this quotable quote, said it loud and clear, I can be tried before your shrine of injustice. Kanu tells the judge. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the purpose of this audio this morning, yes, we want to we want to, bring to the fore, our maximum leaders, very clear, and precise, statements. Yes, that he will never be tried before, you know, a shrine of injustice. I mean, when you look at what is happening in the Nigerian judicial system, where it appears the highest bidder, the highest, the deep pocket, the most deep pocket is the one who gets justice. Where it's obvious that justice is at the mercy of the man who has all the monies to bribe, all the properties to give out, and who has the connections to the higher mighty. Because our Ebo maximum leader has told us, he has no confidence in the zoo called Nigeria, and of course the so-called Temple of Justice, Supreme Courts, Federal High Courts, every appellate court in the country, is a shrine of injustice. And so for this morning, ladies and gentlemen, let us reason together. Let us hear, the very, very voice of errors, very, very, clear and precise message from Mazi Nnamdi. So this audio, like I said, is treason charge. I can be tried before your shrine of injustice. Kanu tells uh, Justice Binta. Yeah, right. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was a very, very important day in the life of our able maximum leader, because he came up instantly. He came up and said, this is how it is in this country. I'm suffering and I'm being plagued. I'm being, you know, uh, for no apparent reason, I'm being chastised because I spoke, against, you know, uh, the maltreatment of my people. Yes, he said, it's my right to agitate for Biafra. It's my right to agitate for Biafra. You cannot continue to treat me like a common criminal. I'm not a felon. I'm not a jihadist. I'm not in any way, connected to anything negative. It's my right to agitate for Biafra. And the earlier you guys realize it, the earlier everybody will realize it, it will make things a lot better for us. Yes. Our maximum leader, Mazen Namdekanu, has insisted that he has a right to agitate for his people. Yes. Kanu stated this on Monday after he appeared before Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja, who adjourned the hearing of his case indefinitely. The IPOB leader is facing terrorism charges and has been in detention since 2021. Speaking in the courtroom in a viral video, Nnamdi Kanu, who was visibly angry, said he had the right to agitate for Biafra, stressing that it was his duty to declare some things to Nigerians. He said poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. They don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. Yes, it's here. It's your law, just to pay it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. It is my right to agitate. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Yes, yes. And I insisted that Nyako, yes, that Justice Binta Nyako had no jurisdiction to try him, saying a lot of things are happening in the country which many people do not know. She has no jurisdiction to try me, none whatsoever. She stands closed from my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you don't know. It's my duty to make that very clear, very, very clear to all of you today, because the lies are too much. I sent a petition to Nigeria Judicial Commission. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. There is a breach of judicial oath. Yes, they have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias. According to Supreme Court, they are biased against me. Supreme Court says so. That's why what's happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me have been happening. Supreme Court said, you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Yes. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped me. These things are in the public domain. Why, therefore, are they insisting on trying me? Yes. Said he cannot. I can't be tried before your sign of injustice. Yes. So, you know, Kanu, who is facing a 7-count treasonable felony charge at the federal government by, felony, Kanu, who is facing a 7-count treasonable felony charge. The federal government preferred against him, forced the court to adjourn his trial, sine die, indefinitely. The detained IPOB leader spoke from the dock on a day that was fixed for federal government to open its case against him. Trouble started after the prosecution counsel, Chief Adeboyega Awomolo, Sam informed the court that he had filed and served all the necessary processes on Kanu's legal team, preparatory to, the commencement of a full-blown hearing of the matter. However, Kanu's lawyer, Mr. Lawyer Nyako, drew the attention of the court to his client's contention that the trial judge, Binta Nyako, was no longer fit to preside over the case. The Nyako noted that Justice Nyako had, in a ruling she delivered on November 24, 2024, recused herself from trial. Following Nyako's submission, Justice Nyako explained that though she did not want to handle the trial again, she said the case file was returned back to her by the Chief Judge, Justice John Soho. According to Justice Nyako, the Chief Justice turned down her recusal from the trial and directed the defendant, Kanu, to file a formal request for the matter to be reassigned to another judge. Meantime, while the prosecution counsel and the defense lawyers were still bickering over the request for Justice Nyako to hands off the trial, Kanu, who was watching from the dock, indicated his intention against the court. Kanu's lawyer also stressed that his client, had also applied for his trial to be moved from Abuja to any division of the High Court in the Southeast, region where offenses he was charged with were allegedly committed. I want to speak, Kanu insisted when he was asked if he wanted to take over from his lawyer. I want to speak. And of course, as soon as he said that, they saw how visibly unhappy he was. They saw how angry he was. And of course, he was given the latitude to address the court. Nnamdi Kanu stood up and said, listen, everyone, listen loud and clear. I can never, yes, I can never. He kept repeating it. He said, I can't be tried before your shrine of injustice. Let me make it abundantly clear to everybody. I can't be charged before your showing of injustice. There is no justice in Nigeria. You cannot be charging me, for agitating for the welfare of my fellow Biafrans. It is my right. It is my right to agitate for my people. It is my right to do a peaceful agitation for my people. It is my right, fundamental human right, to create awareness of the plight of my people. There's no two ways about it. If nobody should punish me for that, it is my right to bring to the awareness of the world, to introduce the world to what is happening in Biafra. It is my right to tell everybody that since 1970, when the so-called Biafran War was declared as no victor, no vanquished, Yet, yet my people have suffered all manners of indignity. My people have been, treated as second fiddle. My people have been unjustly crucified, sacrificed. My people have suffered all manners of terrorism, insecurity, police brutality, armed forces brutality. My people have been subjugated to play second fiddle. Every time my people make every effort, their efforts and attempts to develop themselves are scuttled by Fulani herdsmen, scuttled by those who say they are Meta Allah, scuttled by Boko Haram and kidnappers. The Southeast has been turned into a bloodbath, not because the people in the Southeast don't want peace, but because the power at the center doesn't want the Southeast to have peace. My people are being victimized every day. My people are prevented from doing their mercantile business. All the shipping companies, all the seas, all the major seas, all the airports are located in other regions, so that my people have to pay and continue to pay just just to be able to do business. He said this will not continue anymore. This cannot continue anymore. Yes, I don't care what you people say. It is my right, a God-given right, enshrined in the Constitution, to agitate for my people. Nobody, any part of the world, will not agitate for his people. When you see things are not happening well, when you know things are not happening well, woe betide that man who sees things are not happening well, who sees things are not doing well, and they keep silent. I, Nnamdi Kanu, will not keep silent. It is my God-given right. It is a stride in the Constitution that is my fundamental human right to agitate for my people. I must bring awareness to the plight of my fellow Biafrans. I must bring awareness to the plight of the Southeast. I must tell the rulers of the Southeast that you are dancing to the gallery. You are not interested in the welfare of your people. Every other day you are thinking to please the man in the middle. You are thinking to please the man on top. You want to move from your political party to align with the man in the center, just so that you can continue, you know, piloting the welfare of your people, stealing the common from the common cookie. This cannot continue like this. The Biafran people will have a right to self-respect. The Biafran people have a right to self-government. It cannot continue like this. Justice Binta and Nyako, you recast your case. I told you I don't have confidence in you. I told you I don't feel that coming to your court will help. I told you there are a lot of biases. I've seen biases. I've seen deliberate tendencies for you to manipulate justice. I see that I cannot have justice with you because the Supreme Court told me that I have no case to answer. I should be on bail. I should be bailed and go home. Your court in a kangaroo manner. Your court came back and said they should hold me. They should charge me for felony. They should charge me for all kinds of, for fraudulent charge. They should charge me for disturbing the peace. They should charge me for all manners of terrorism. This is the highest level of wickedness. I have no confidence in you, with all due respect. I have no confidence. I have no confidence in your judgment. I don't have any confidence in what you can do. I seek that this case will transfer to the Southeast. I mean, to any other competent court in the Southeast. You claim that I disrupt peace in the Southeast. You claim that I'm a troubleshooter in the Southeast. Take me there, where you accuse me of causing mayhem. Take me there, where you think, that is where we caused all the problem. Take me there. I have nothing to do with Abuja. Yes, I was on my own, doing my legitimate things in Kenya when I was kidnapped, renditioned down to Nigeria. And the Supreme Court said, no, that was wrong. The Supreme Court said, no, that was wrong. That manner of kidnap, that manner of rendition, taking a man from another country, bringing him down, bundling him down to this other country is not right. Those antecedents are not pure. Those things are not legal. That's what the Supreme Court said. But of course, the government, the PMB government, used your appealed to your High Court. And you were brought in. You are brought in the deliberate plan to make sure you put me in a perpetual condition of unhappiness. I mean, put me in a perpetual condition of detention. If you think I should be detained, if I am actually, committing felony, if I actually committed treason, why are you keeping me in the SS dungeon? Why am I not in a police detention? Why am I not in the prisons? Why are you keeping me in a place that you know is inhuman, cannot be, 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 be comfortable for any person to live in? You continue to put me back to back with the past 4 Christmases, and I've been suffering. Every time my case comes up, there's a lot of manipulation. I have no confidence in justice, Binta. Nyako. And so when he said all this, Justice Binta Nyako was peeved at his confidence, peeved at his level of anger. And she said, look, if you continue like this, I'll have no option than, to adjourn this case indefinitely. And you continue to rot in DSS detention as you are. Of course, Kanu told them, listen, madam, listen and listen good. I have no fear anymore. I have every right. I'm not ashamed that I agitated for the welfare of my people. I'm not ashamed that I told the whole world about the plight of the Igbos. I'm not ashamed that I represent the sovereign, yes, United States of Biafra. I'm not ashamed to fight for my people. I'm not ashamed to tell Nigeria what you're doing is wrong. I'm not ashamed to tell Nigeria that you don't practice your law. These are laws that are enshrined in the Constitution. But this Constitution, these laws, they are wavered depending on who is coming out. If it comes to other regions, if it comes to the north, they are handled with kid gloves. If it comes to the southwest, they are treated like gentlemen. But when it comes to southeast or anybody from Biafra, everything, every jaw, every hammer of the law is brought to the fore just to make sure such a person, is treated with the highest level of, uh, wickedness, the highest level of, uncivilization, the highest level of all sorts of, illegality. Madam, with all due respect, I cannot be tried in your shrine of injustice. If you want to try me, take me to a competent court in the southeast. What your court represents here is a shrine of injustice. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen our Mazimu leader so vexed. I've never seen him so irritated. I've never seen him so vociferous and angry. But here he was. He let them know I'm fearless. I don't care what you can do to me. Whatever you can do to me, it can only happen to the flesh. It can happen to the flesh. It can happen to the soul. I've gone beyond that. I've gone beyond fear. I've gone beyond that. You affect my humanity. What you are doing is the highest level of wickedness. The whole world is seeing you. The whole world is seeing you. How could you have kidnapped me from Kenya, renditioned me down to Nigeria, and you are telling me I'm here to be tried for treason, to be tried for felony? You moved it from felony, you've now moved it, you've taken it to upper, you've translated it to felony and treason. It's crazy. Mother, are you not tired? What are you trying to achieve? You seem to be chasing a personal vendetta. You are more interested in what you can achieve. You are dancing to this because you want the powers that be have told you to convict me at all costs. You want to convict me at all costs. You are looking for every avenue to put me on that collage. You want to disgrace me. You want to destroy me. But you cannot. You can only destroy the flesh. You can't destroy the spirit. I represent Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. I'm not ashamed to say that. People say I'm the one causing the unrest in the southeast. It's a blatant lie. My people know who is saying the truth. My people who know they know who is their leader. My people know I'm a man of peace. My people know I'm a man who loved them. And I came to the fore, to the whole world, and told them the plight of my fellow Biafrans. I told the world how my people are treated as a second. I told the whole world how my people have not been allowed to drink water and drop their cup. I told the whole world how my people are frustrated, how they are not allowed to grow and develop. I told the whole world my people cannot aspire to the highest position of the land. I told the whole world that when it comes to appointments, the northern leader under President Muhammad Buhari, under Buhari, appointed only northerners. Every battalion of power was dominated by House of Fulani. Fulani. Now it has come to the man who said in the local, all his people, all his appointments favor only his kit and king. Every Yoruba man who is in, the equivalent of the man who says it's my turn. Every Yoruba man is occupying the highest levels of, positions in the land. My people from the southeast, my fellow Biafrans, are subjugated to the background. They are used and dumped like tea bags. They are used and dumped like Lipton tea. After you use them, suck all you can from them, you throw them away. Enough is enough. This cannot continue. No, I don't care. Take me back to the DSS. I don't care. But you, Madam Binta Nyako, Madam, without due respect, I not betrayed in your shrine of injustice. Everything you are doing here, it negates, the provisions of the law, negates the provision of the Constitution. How can you be so wicked, perfidious in your ways? Perfidious in your ways. You want to give a dog a bad name just because you want to kill it. You want to hide. That is terrible. That is the highest level of human wickedness to the man's humanity to man. I want justice. If you want to try me and you want me to respect your law, take me to a competent high court in the southeast. That's where you claim I've committed felony. That's where you called me, that I'm inciting people against the government. That's where you say I did all the offenses I committed. Take me there. I can see justice there. Take me there within my people, within my bone of bone. I will then look around, and when I see my people, I say, yes, I'm in the right hands. I cannot get justice in Abuja. I cannot just get justice under justice. Binta. Never, never. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, even the judge was shaking to her bones, and she stood up and said, "Look, I have no other choice, to adjourn this case indefinitely." Told as the Kanu's lawyers, your client, Kanu has become a lawyer. He's now an advocate for himself. He's now talking from all sides of his mouth, shooting from every corner. And you can hear him saying he doesn't have confidence in me. You can hear him saying that I have a personal agenda, that every effort I'm doing is to enrich myself, is to achieve personal advantages for my family. Under these conditions, I cannot continue anymore. I think this case has to be adjourned, definitely. And of course, when she said it, Kanu said, to hell with everything about this court, to hell with everything about this so-called high court. I can never be tried in this shrine of injustice. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it's a harsh one and it's a brutal one. Our maximum leader came up shooting for corners. Yes, that's the extent you push a man. I mean, we are told by the Chief of Baphomet Awolo to permit me to quote him. When you chase a man up to his house, when you chase him and it has gotten to this point, it has gotten to a point that he cannot bear anymore. He doesn't care whether you're putting a knife in front of him. He doesn't care whether you're putting a gun in front of him. He doesn't care if you want to send him, to 100 years of imprisonment. He will look at you in the face and, of course, tell you what he feels. He will call a spade a spade. He will call a spade a spade. He will defend himself with anything at his disposal because you chased him. You've taken him to the limits. You have taken our maximum leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to the limits. You have taken him to the limits. Nigerian government, justice, Binta and Nyako, Binta, Moritala and Nyako, taking our maximum leader to the limits. You have cost him by way of your, perfidious judgment, by way of your, jungle justice, by way of your shrine of injustice. You have kept him for the past 4 years, 4 Christmases now, in the DSS dungeon, and that is totally unacceptable. Yes, man, we're with you all the way. Say it. We're with you. You're our leader. We know you're a man of truth. You're a man of peace, and you have not committed any felony, let alone any treasonable offenses. We're with you all the way. We're watching. We're watching. Surely we're watching. Yes, when an adult takes something from a child and raises his hand, the child will be waiting. You'll be waiting. Very soon. Soon, the hand of the adult, pain him, will become heavy on him, and will bring down the hand. And of course, the child will take what is his and walk away. Yes, we know how it is said. We know the language. Yes. You know, continue to chase the fowl. It will run and run and keep running. Yes. But you, the one that is chasing it, are the one likely to fall. Ladies and gentlemen, let me pause it here. I hope the message has been sent there. Our maximum leader is no longer laughing, is no longer afraid of anybody. He has seen it all. After 4 Christmases in the DSS dungeon, after being held against his wish, after being kidnapped and rendition from Kenya against his wish, there's a man who has a dual citizenship, a British citizen, and you are treating him with every manner of, disgrace and infamy. It's totally unacceptable. Meanwhile, people, other agitators like him have been given, national pardon, have been given appointments, have been given all manners of encouragement, fall into Nigeria and move and continue to dwell in peace in Nigeria. Because he's a Biafra, because he's an Igbo man, his case, his case continues to be, manhandled. And of course, they're trumping up charges upon charges against him. Like the Bible says, we're not ignorant of the devices of the enemy. Equally, the Bible told us, when their enemies come, they'll come in one direction. But when they'll flee in 7 different directions. We're waiting. The Bible is a book that does not lie. We're waiting. Those who think that they're chasing the Biafrans, those who think they're, destroying Biafra land, those who think that they have all it takes, to finish up Biafra. Of course, they have come from one direction. Because they're going to flee from 7 different directions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pause it for here. I'll get back to you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why